Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our channel. I am so happy you are here today. Today, we have a very special story for you. This is the story of the Titanic. It is a story about a great ship, a story about brave people, a story about hope and tragedy. Listen carefully. Take your time. Every word is simple. Every sentence is clear. This story will help you learn English naturally. So sit back, relax, and let us begin. It is the year 1912. People are very excited. A new ship is ready. Its name is the Titanic. This ship is very, very big. In fact, it is the biggest ship in the whole world. The Titanic is as long as 4 city blocks. It is as tall as a 17-floor building. More than 2,000 people will travel on this ship. Some people are rich. They have big, beautiful rooms with soft beds and fine food. Some people are poor. They sleep in small rooms deep inside the ship. But they are happy. They are going to a new life. They are going to America. The Titanic leaves from England. The city is Southampton. The date is April 10th, 1912. People wave from the dock. Families smile and cry at the same time. Everyone believes this ship is safe. Everyone believes nothing can stop the Titanic. Because people say, this ship cannot sink. The first few days at sea are beautiful. The sky is blue. The ocean is calm. People walk on the deck and feel the cool sea wind on their faces. In the first-class dining room, rich passengers eat 5-course meals. They wear fine clothes. They listen to music. They laugh and talk. One of these passengers is a man named Jack. He is young. He is kind. He does not have much money, but he has a big heart and a bright smile. On the upper deck, he meets a woman named Rose. She is beautiful. She comes from a rich family. But Rose is not happy. Her life feels like a golden cage. Jack and Rose begin to talk. They look at the ocean together. They watch the stars at night. They fall in love. And for a short time, the world feels perfect. It is now April 14th, 1912. The night is very cold. The sky is full of stars. The ocean is very still, very quiet. Too quiet. Up in the crow's nest, that is the small lookout tower at the top of the ship, 2 sailors are watching. Their names are Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee. They look into the dark. Suddenly, Frederick sees something. Something very big. Something white. Something cold. It is an iceberg. A massive wall of ice floating in the black water. Frederick picks up the telephone. His hands are shaking. He calls the bridge, the place where the captain controls the ship. He says the words, that no sailor ever wants to say. Iceberg. Right ahead. The officer on the bridge hears Frederick's warning. He acts fast. He turns the ship. He stops the engines. But the Titanic is too big. It is moving too fast. It cannot turn in time. At 11:40 at night, the Titanic hits the iceberg. The sound is not a big crash. It is a quiet, scraping sound, like metal tearing slowly. Most passengers do not even feel it. Some people are sleeping. Some are dancing. Some are reading. They do not know yet. They do not know that below the surface of the ocean, water is already pouring into the ship. The iceberg has made a long cut in the side of the Titanic. It is a deadly wound. The captain is called. His name is Captain Edward Smith. He is an experienced man. He has sailed for many years. But tonight, his face is pale. The ship's designer, Thomas Andrews, walks through the lower levels of the ship. He looks at the damage. He counts the flooded rooms. He does the terrible math in his head. Then he tells the captain, the ship will sink in about 2 hours. 2 hours. That is all the time left. The Titanic, the ship that people said could never sink, is sinking. The captain gives the order. Launch the lifeboats. But there is a problem. A very serious problem. There are more than 2,200 people on this ship. But the lifeboats can only carry about 1,178 people. That means more than half the people on this ship have no place to go. The order is given. Women and children first. Men must stay behind. On the deck it is cold and dark. People are confused. Some people do not believe the ship is really sinking. They do not want to get into the small lifeboats. A lifeboat is lowered into the black ocean. It should carry 65 people, but it leaves with only 28 inside. People are still in their rooms. People are still dancing. People still think they are safe. But the ship is tilting now. Slowly. Slowly. The front of the Titanic is going down. Children cry. Mothers hold them close. Men shake hands with each other. Some men hug their wives and say goodbye. Jack finds Rose. He puts her on a lifeboat. He holds her hand. He tells her, "You are going to live a long, wonderful life." Rose does not want to leave him, but there is no more room. The lifeboat goes down into the dark water. and Jack watches her go. It is now past midnight. The front of the ship is deep underwater. The back of the ship rises into the air. People are screaming. People are running. People are holding each other. At 2:18 in the morning, the Titanic breaks in two. The front half disappears under the ocean. The back half rises straight up into the sky. Then it too slides down into the black water, into the dark deep. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, 1912, the Titanic is gone. More than 1,500 people are in the water now. The water is freezing cold. It is -2 degrees. People cannot survive in this water for more than 15 minutes. The night is filled with voices, voices calling for help. But slowly, one by one, the voices stop. The ocean becomes quiet again. The stars look down in silence. In the lifeboats, people are cold and shaking. They look at the place where the ship used to be. There is only dark water now. Some brave people in lifeboats go back. They try to find survivors. They pull some people from the freezing water. At 4:10 in the morning, a ship appears on the horizon. Its name is the Carpathia. The Carpathia has received the Titanic's emergency call. It sailed as fast as it could. One by one, the survivors are pulled up onto the rescue ship. They are wrapped in warm blankets. They are given hot tea. Some survivors look for their husbands. Some children look for their parents. Some wives look for their husbands. But many faces are not there. Only 710 people survived. 1,517 people did not. The news of the Titanic shocked the world. People could not believe it. The greatest ship ever built was gone. So many lives were lost. Governments changed the rules for ships. More lifeboats became required on every ship. A new organization was created to watch for icebergs. The Titanic sank to the bottom of the ocean. It lay there in the deep, dark water for 73 years. In 1985, explorers finally found the ship. It was resting on the ocean floor, almost 4 kilometers deep. It was broken. It was covered in rust, but it was still there, a silent reminder. Today, we remember the Titanic, not just as a ship. We remember it as a story of human pride, a story of human kindness, a story of human loss, and a reminder that the ocean is always more powerful than us. And that, my friend, is the story of the Titanic. A ship that was called unsinkable, but sank on its very first journey. A story that still touches our hearts more than 100 years later. I hope this story helped you practice your English today. Every time you listen to a story like this, your English gets a little better, a little stronger, a little more natural. So keep listening, keep learning, never give up. Now, if you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel. Just click the subscribe button below. It is free, and it means so much to us. We make new stories every week. Simple English, real stories, real life. We will see you in the next story. Take care of yourself, and always keep learning.